The La Palma volcano had a magnitude 5 earthquake the past day, and officials want to stop the eruption with explosives because it's still raging in the Canary Islands. The latest earthquakes, October 20th, 2021, 6:42 GMT time, 5 magnitude. Now the latest after that was the biggest one, 4.8, October 27th. You can see this is a big earthquake. La Palma Island, 15 kilometers southwest of Santa Cruz de la Palma, Spain. These Canary Islands are all belonging to Spain, and we're going to see this on Volcano Discovery. But they want to stop this. They want to somehow control the lava flow by dropping explosives in order to direct the flow. It's been 6 weeks since the Cumbre Vieja volcano began spewing rivers of lava, La Palma, and it seems the eruption is showing no signs of abating. And we're going to see the land deformation too. We're going to look at the geodesy. Lava flows have destroyed over 900 hectares of land and over 2,000 buildings since then. Around 7,000 people have been evacuated from the area. A Spanish official suggested an unusual way to deal with the raging Cumbre Vieja volcano on the Canary Islands. Casimiro Curbelo, president of Cabildo de la Gomera, proposed dropping a bomb in order to change the direction of the course of the lava flows to minimize the damage to areas nearby. This proposal may sound outlandish, but it's been done before. The idea itself is not new, says geologist Lorenzo Pasqualini. He says this method was used in 1983 on Mount Etna in Italy. Back then, scientists tried to prevent lava flows from reaching the inhabited areas of the area located on the slopes of the volcano. Pasqualini says that the explosives were not dropped from airplanes, but were placed on the ground in strategic places to direct the lava flow, of course. Although, of course, it would not be a danger to anybody. Now, although back then the idea to use explosives was heavily criticized by environmentalists and some geologists, the method was successful. He notes the environment on Mount Etna is very different from the La Palma volcano. The proximity of residential buildings to the eruptive mouth of the Cumbre Vieja makes the use of bombs unlikely, according to scientists, stressing this. Italian authorities used explosive on Etna again during 1991-93 eruption in order to force lava flows to enter a channel specifically prepared by the army to do that. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below. Now, prior to using these types of materials, scientists debated dropping concrete blocks from airplanes or building dams, but none of those proposals was chosen. Meanwhile, the eruption of Cumbre Vieja entered into its 6th consecutive week, and as we're going to see, the earthquakes just keep getting bigger. The volcano started speaking on 19 September, erupting that is, prompting multiple earthquakes, and the biggest one measuring 5 just yesterday. The experts predict the seismic activity on the island may increase in coming days. Earlier this week, the cone of the volcano collapsed. Researchers warned that the eruption could continue for weeks and even months. The Canary Islands have a history of eruptions, according to Spanish media outlets. The longest occurred on La Palma in the year 1585, and it lasted almost 3 months, 84 days, while the shortest event occurred in 1971, lasting only 25 days, according to Sputnik, Max Gorbachev. Now let's go to our volcano discovery in the geodesy to see the activity there. So here we are at volcano discovery for La Palma volcano. Of course, it's erupting, 4 out of 5 status. The 47-kilometer long wedge-shaped island of La Palma, northwest most of the Canary Islands, is comprised of 2 large volcanic centers. And if we pull out, of course, these islands here are the newest ones and very active. Okay, Tenerife, and that's La Palma. And, oops, sorry. Okay, well, okay, you can see that it's on the western part of Africa, that's Spain there. Why am I pulling out? Sorry, my mistake. Okay. It's a volcanic island, as you can see. There's a crater. And 4.8, 4.7, 4.9, and 5.0. You can see they're pretty big. These are all volcanic earthquakes. It's the magma underneath. We're going to see the deformation, the movement. And these are the earthquakes. As you can see, they're getting bigger. These are the biggest earthquakes. See these earthquakes? Okay, it doesn't want to go. I'm not going to force it. It just wants to be a diva again. So a scientist from InVolcan documented several volcanic lightnings. We see volcanic lightnings in the ash cloud of the La Palma volcano. Today's images, La Palma erupting update, intense ash emissions, no end in sight, despite the decrease in quakes, because of course this is a huge quake. Now, if for a 5 magnitude for a volcanic quake, eruptive activity remains elevated, dominated by strong ash emissions reaching up to 18,000 feet altitude today, but fortunately drifting west over the Atlantic Ocean and sparing the airport. Local sources reported loud explosions could be heard over the night. The eruption has been becoming increasingly ashy or explosive, at least when it comes to, sorry, get that out. Okay. At least when it comes to what can be seen at the vents. At the active cone, and this is the lava flow as you can see. At the active cone, the emission of incandescent fluid lava by fountaining and lava flows is less intense compared to previous days, but volcanic tremor remains very high, suggesting that the effusion rate has not dropped. The most likely explanation is not that activity has decreased, but that most of the fluid lava erupted is diverted directly from view until it emerges somewhere downslope to feed surface flows on top of older flows, as we can see here, or create new active flow tongues along its margins. And that's what the officials want to constrain. Now, in fact, lava flows, active lava flows continue to advance at various fronts over the past 24 hours as well, most notably feeding the southern arm, red in the attached map. There we go. All right. Okay. Which was very close to the sea near shore near Puerto Naos yesterday. It's unclear whether it has already created a second sea entry south of the existing one, but it looks as if it has not. And for the local communities, it can be hoped that as much as possible of the lava goes into the ocean rather than continue to destroy new land areas. But unfortunately, nothing can be done rather than to watch and wait. Now let's go to geodesy. Let's go to geodesy. Here we are. This is Tenerife and the Canary Islands. This is on the west coast of northwest coast of the African continent. This is Spain here, Portugal here. And these are the Azores. This is the Canaries. All volcanic islands. So let's go there to see, well, why don't we go here as well to see what's happening here in the mid-Atlantic. This is the map of all the GPS stations in the world. My diva is acting up again. Okay, let's see. Oh, my fault, sorry. It's my fault. Okay, let's bring her down. Okay, this is the east-west. We know it's going east. This is north-south. It's going north. So it's going northeast and is pretty steady. That one there. Let's go here. This one here. This is not going northeast. It's going... Oh, the other one was not going northeast. Wait, sorry. It was going northwest. It was going northwest. That one's going northwest. This one's going northeast. I mean, you can see, like, what is it? I want to see the distance, but we don't have the distance here. Okay, a couple of 100 miles, I guess. This is going, okay, northwest direction, deformation. This is going northeast. That is very strange. What's this one here, the center of that? You don't have anything there? No. Okay, let's go to this one. Okay, leave it. Let's go to the Canary Islands. Let's pull in a little bit. Maybe I'm confusing it. It's my diva. Diva. Okay, let's go here. Nothing? Oh, here we go. Okay. Okay, this is going northeast, and it's sort of deflating. Let's go closer to the La Palma volcano. Here. Put it in more, a little bit more. La Palma, there you go. La Palma, Santa Cruz. And this is going northeast, and it shows steady here. Let's go to the other one on the southern GPS of La Palma. Northeast. And it's, since 2016 up to now, inflating, deflating, inflating, deflating, and inflating, now deflating. But it shows that it's sort of coming up there, inflating. Let's take the center GPS. It's going northeast, and it's pretty steady. Let's take the other one. Let's take one of these. Okay, northeast. And what happened here? 2014. Okay, let's take Tenerife. Tenerife, the center of Tenerife. That's going northeast, and that's deflating. So, very strange though what's happening to the Azores. Let's go in more now. We could take one of the central areas here. Okay, there we go. That's going northeast, and it's deflating. We said that we saw one of these. That's going northwest. Okay, so this is, they're going in the opposite directions. Something is causing that, obviously. So I'll leave links below for you for this. Something is amiss with La Palma. It's not ending at all. It could be going on for months on end. The latest eruptions, 2021, 1971, 1949, 1712, 1677 to 78, 1646, and 1585. Effusive eruption style. Okay, please leave your comments, and thank you for your support.